World of Warcraft is a game with many mounts to find, collect, and so forth. Some of them are really epic, and some of them are not epic at all, and they look terrible. But today, we ain't talking about those mounts, we're talking about the top 10 ground mounts in World of Warcraft. That's right. Alright, let's get started. Number 10, the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. If I had to give a name to one of the silliest mounts that I own in WoW, it would be the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. I mean, just look at this thing. Look how it runs with those tiny little legs. It's so stupid looking, but god damn it, this mount is just too useful not to love. 2 vendors, one of which offers repairs. It's like the greatest godsend Blizzard ever put into this game, which will always make it a favorite among many, including me. I can also say that I remember when this mount first came out, I thought to myself, holy crap, if they can put NPCs on a mount, maybe one day they can make, like, player boats or player airships or something, and that would be so cool. Sadly, that day hasn't come yet, but I can dream. Number 9, the Illidari Fellstalker. Now listen, I may play as a heartless and evil Death Knight, and I may be epic as fuck, but goodness gracious, I cannot deny how cool warlocks have it in this game. Shut up, Mookluk. I mean, they get some of the best tier sets in the game. They had the coolest mount back in the day with the epic Dread Steed, which almost took this Fellstalker's place, I admit. And then you get this. You get this thing. You get a giant Fellhound, perfect for any warlock player to ride around on. The thing looks dope, especially the blindfold that it wears. I like the blindfold. Now, if only they could make a good succubus mount to ride, that would be interesting. But I guess we have to wait. Number 8, the Kor'kron Annihilator. It's a giant scorpion. What else do I need to say? It's a giant scorpion. Can you imagine riding this big-ass thing in real life? It would be terrifying for both yourself and anybody who looked at you. This thing is disgustingly epic with its giant stinger and its, it's like mandibles and shit. And the fact that it's a giant bug, I like it and I don't like it. I also know that there are versions of this mount with armor and all that hoo-ha all over the scorpion, but dude, I mean, you can't deny the base look of the mount is the best. I mean, it's a fucking scorpion. Like, I don't need no armor. It's scary enough, man. It's a scorpion. So I think it's the more appropriate to the Horde theme. I think it's better, but that's just me. Number 7, the Steelbound Devourer. Everybody knows that I love vanilla WoW, and that means that I have a love/hate relationship with Molten Core. Core Hounds and the Molten Giants and Ragnaros, that stuff was cash. But you know what's even more cash? A Fellfire Core Hound. This thing is big. It's a big-ass mount for people that, are just big and cool. But you know what? This thing has a huge sense of nostalgia attached to it, I think so, which makes it special enough that I had to put it on the list. Now, I agree that the basic bitch anniversary Core Hound is alright, it's pretty cool, but this thing is a nasty fell green color, so this thing wins. It beats it. Number 6, the prestigious Warwolf. As a certified edgelord, I like wolves. Wolves are pretty cool. But how does one make wolves even cooler? Oh, that's right. You add a ton of spikes, you throw in some skulls, you put a badass horde flag on the wolf's ass, and there you go. You get this dope epic wolf. This thing puts those basic wolf mounts orcs can get at level 20 to shame, man. To shame! I feel sorry for any orc riding around on those low polygon whatever base mounts when they could be riding on this epic monstrosity. And the only other thing I could say about this mount is I do wish that the eyes were red or maybe an icy blue color, but that's just me. That's just me being nitpicky, just saying. Number 5, the Vicious War Raptor. Alright, when I first played this game, I loved the fact that trolls rode on velociraptors, okay? I had a childhood, I love Jurassic Park, so raptors are awesome, man. Raptors are great. And then there's this raptor mount. This sexy upgraded version with its voodoo skulls, this weird hairpiece, its red eyes, and its jungle-like green skin. Dude, if I actually had a troll character at max level, this would be the mount I would be riding all the time. I love it, and I love its attention to detail. So long as this damn thing doesn't break out of its cage and eat me when I'm not paying attention, it's gonna stay one of my favorite looking ground mounts in the game. Number 4, the Grove Defiler. This Grove Defiler can come and defile my sweet ass any day he wants. I mean, look at this thing. It's a moose. But it's not just some basic bitch brown moose that every kid and his mother has. No. This thing is a moose out of nightmares. This is the kind of moose that sits in the corner of your bedroom and he watches you sleep and then he whispers things like, "Kill them all," into your ear. I love this mount. To be honest, I love all the moose mounts, but this one is just so cool since it's so spooky and creepy looking. I like it, and I'm putting it as number 4. You can't stop me. This is my video. Number 3, the Vicious War Saber. So, judging by the fact that I have a night elf eating a banana for my avatar here on YouTube, you might be able to conclude that I have a soft spot for night elves somewhere in my heart. I hope so anyway. That said, their epic night saber mounts awed me back when I first saw them in vanilla, and they still awe me today. I love them. And then, here comes this mount. This amazing upgrade from the already amazing night sabers. I love it. The sentinel blades, the steel tusks, the alliance flag. This mount looks epic, and it really captures the night elf look that Blizzard created in Warcraft 3. At least, I think so. I think it does. Number 2, Rivendare's Death Charger. So here's a spoiler for the upcoming 10 flying mounts video. There are 2 mounts in this game that I have always wanted for years and years. One is the Headless Horseman's Flying Horse, because I think it's so damn cool. And the second is this, Rivendare's Death Charger. This mount has always eluded me, and even after an uncountable number of Strathholm runs, I have never even seen it drop. Not once. Not even in a random group while I've been leveling up. Not once, not one time. But I'm always hopeful of seeing it. Hopeful. It's one of those epic Forsaken mounts, but it's just recolored to blue. And because of that, it looks terrifying and it looks awesome. I love it, and it will always be one of my favorite mounts in the game. Because I still don't have it, and I really want it. And number 1, Midnight. Real talk for a second. Do I even need to say anything? I mean, look at this thing. This thing makes the panties drop. This thing can turn water into wine. This thing makes you feel like you're the biggest badass in all of Azeroth. I love this mount. And the fact that it's an upgrade from the original and nostalgic Midnight mount makes it even better. I raided Karazhan back in the day. Alright? I dealt with this horse. And it was great. It was epic. So you can only imagine how awesome it was for me to see this version 2.0 Midnight come out for players to try and get in Legion. Wow. Sadly, I don't have this mount yet, but one day I'm gonna get this mount. I swear it. One day it's gonna drop. This mount and Rivendare's Death Charger. One day. I hope. We'll see. Alright everybody, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it, and I hope that I created a bit of salt, because I know that someone is going to leave a comment saying like, wow, you didn't put this mount on the list? You're stupid. Can't wait to read those comments. It's gonna be dope. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have a favorite mount that I didn't mention, because whatever, please leave it in a comment below. I'm reading. But guys, I'll see you on the next video. Alright? Alright. I'm done. I'm going to bed.